What's up YouTube, Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're going to be talking through a KICKSIN guide. This is going to be just your straight up kick assassin. I'm going to talk about skills, gear, stats, mercenaries, kind of everything you need so that by the end of it, hopefully you can make a fun KICKSIN and kick your way through the game. Now, let's go ahead and get started here by first jumping into this. So we have just the basic assassin for the start. You have all the stats over there, vitality and energy and kind of the life gain and mana gain there per level, per stat, all of that. Additionally, you have your frames in the bottom right. And your frames are going to be very important for just kind of how fast it is for any animation. I'll have a link below with how breakpoints work and everything for that. But that's going to be important for you to just go ahead and take note of. Additionally, you should remember that FCR frames are not used for laying traps. That is IAS frames that is going to be used for that. Moving forward, this is kind of my ending skill build, I would say, for this character. For the kicks, you're going to just have Dragon Talon right here, maxed out, and then one over here for your teleport. A lot of the ones kind of here just for these standards. You can get max venom for some added damage. I don't believe it actually shows on the tooltip for the character screen, the damage being added, but people have confirmed that the venom damage is actually added to your kicks. And then if you want to increase one of the warriors, you can. That's kind of up to you, an optional thing. And then over here, we have Death Sentry, and then I've jammed in extra points after that to Light Sentry and Charge Bolt Sentry. So the whole purpose of this character really is going to be you kick while your traps are doing damage, and then your traps can blow stuff up while you're kicking. It kind of gives you, like a Trapsin, but more ability to go in and kick stuff while you're kind of waiting for the traps to kill things and whatever, and another damage source, which can be fun. So I'll go ahead and take that off the screen there. So let's say that I'm going through the game. How should I get to this point? Well, there's really a couple of things that you can do. Number one, you can just go straight with kicks. So you can go like level 1, 2, 3, 4, Den of Evil point over here, or sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5. Den of Evil point there, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. You can put some points into burst of speed, helps your attack speed and your run walk, which is very nice. And then you can come back here, and honestly, you can just kind of max out your Dragon Talon, and it's really nice. You get a huge boost to your attack rating. You can see right there, 685%. You get nice added damage to the kicks. You can put 111 to get the teleport with Dragon Flight, but really that's like the build if you're kicking. Otherwise, if you want to kind of go through the trap tree, you can go into Wake of Fire traps first and then respec over later. And then, of course, you know, once you get all this stuff, you can go down this way and just start maxing out your Death Sentry as well after that. So this is kind of the standard way that I would level the character if I was either doing kicks first, or like I say, if it's traps first. I have traps in build guide, but additionally, you just go Fire Blast, Burst of Speed, and then Wake of Fire all the way, and then you respec and get your Dragon Talon and everything from there. Really, it's I enjoy the build. I'd say for a starter build, it's just a worse Trapsin. I'd put it in like the B to C range, because it does usually require a little bit of gear to be better. And she just kind of ends up being like a worse Trapsin. So probably a low B overall is where I'd kind of place this character right here. But she's still a lot of fun and can do a decent amount, honestly, with very low skill points needed. In terms of stats, I do enough strength for gear, enough dexterity for gear, everything else in vitality, and you don't really need any energy on this character. So early on, I'll go up to 25 strength for a belt. I'll go to 34 strength to have enough for an Ancient's Pledge by Act 5 of normal. And then I probably end up somewhere 45 to 60 strength. And then, like I say, depending on whatever it is that I need for, you know, for the gear, I'll put a little bit more in there and whatnot. So let's go ahead now and move into some of the gear that we will be using for this character. So let me really quickly just find some stuff to put it on. I actually don't have my thing. I'll grab that really fast. And let's grab COH and put our spirit on. And where's my Guillaume's face? All right, we'll have to go grab that really fast. Forgot about that one. Oopsies. Okay, we've got that there. We can put like a sanctuary on over here. We can save that for later. We should have some Gore Riders. And they're not upped right now, I don't believe, but just pretend like they're an upgraded version. Verdungos. Laying of Hands. And I'll talk about this gear as I kind of have it on and kind of go through what we're doing exactly with that. So let me go to this. Grab a Stormlash. And just need SOJ and a Raven. High Lords. Actually, do I want High Lords or do I want Maras? Tough choice. So many choices. It's nice, right? Let's go ahead and put the Maras on, and then G-Face is here. I was like, I could have sworn I had it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. This is a very, very nice setup right here, and then additionally I'll talk through a couple of the other options that you could use, right? So Storm Shield is one. Stormlash is really an amazing kick weapon. You get the chance for the static field there and the tornadoes, big IAS on it, some nice damage, crushing blow, all of that, and it just is, it's just it's so pretty. Such a fun one to play with. Guillaume's face, you get the crushing blow on it, hit recovery, all that. You get the Maras. Sanctuary is if you want more of the resistances and everything. Storm Shield is if you want to have more of the DR. This is kind of up to the user, really, whatever they kind of want there. Laying of Hands has just massive damage to demon and IAS and fire res, which is solid. SOJ, Ravenfrost, of course, for the Cannot Be Frozen. You're going to want this somewhere on the character. It'll be very important for you. Verdungos, get the DR, Vitality, get yourself some hit recovery there is good. Damage to demons doesn't apply. Right, but 20 IS and 50 fire res, still really good for it. And then upped Gore Riders are pretty much like the boots. So take this, upgrade it, and I think it's like 156 strength required or something for them. And they're going to be very, very, very strong and do a lot. So this is kind of my preferred way to run the character, but there is another funky way, and it's actually making it into a Rift Sin. And this is why I've got some of these funky options over here. Where's that Headhunters? You can put this, or you can put some Drax on. We can grab the Nightwing. And that's still going to be good. All that should still be good. COH. I think that's all of it. Like this. And so this is actually a Rift Sin. So you'll note that this has a chance for Tornado on striking and a chance for Frozen Orb on striking. And then you kick a lot. Remember, you're going to be kicking. So you're going to be kicking out Frozen Orbs just nonstop. And so this build takes advantage of that by having a Nightwing. So you can put a cold facet in this. You can get I like Headhunter's Glory, because then you can shove 3 cold facets into that, and that can be really useful. You could also do like a J-mod if you wanted with that. You could put cold facets in a Mosers or something if you wanted. COH still just classic, still very good. This is nice for the life tap to help you out right there. And then again, Raven, SOJ for skills, Dungos, and still going to have the Gore Riders overall. So it really has kind of a fun, let me take to just like a random area. Let's go to the Stony Field. And I want to kick stuff. Hold on. Right, so you just kind of become this cold kicking build. I don't even have my burst of speed on right now. I'm being pretty worthless with my hotkeys. I know I'm in Nightmare right now. Oh, so I guess I can go anywhere. But yeah, you just become this frozen orb kicker, and it's really a fun kind of ridiculous build that I just love. I think it's just an absolutely super interesting build, but it does require some runes and some, facets and being a little bit unique in that. But let's go ahead and say that you don't have all of these things. What are some other budget things that this character can use overall? Spirit Sword is totally fine on this character. Get some plus skills right there. Get some FCR. Get, whatever stuff. Vitality and mana. Bartux is an option, right? So you could just grab this. And again, you get some plus skills. You get a little bit of extra bonus stuff thrown in there. Bonus attack rating. Strength and dexterity is nice. You can put on some fire lizards if you want. I wouldn't say it's as good, but it's okay. Jade is okay as well. You could have a black or a strength, and that's purely for just like the crushing blow, right? So here's like a strength, just 25% chance crushing blow, little strength and vitality. Black is going to have 40% chance of crushing blow. Just put those in a flail and you can wear those, and that's really nice for the character overall. Let's just go all the way. Let's just go next into armors. Stealth, fantastic starting armor. Twitch throw will be really good for this character to get the IES boost. Getting a treachery would be really nice for this character to get the IES. Also, you get the venom, which is helpful early, but then later the procs of the fade could be annoying and stuff, but still very nice. Smoke gets you some resistances, which is pretty solid. Duress would be a fantastic armor on this character. Once again, getting that crushing blow there, getting some res, all of that super good. I would love Duriel Shell and or Spirit Shroud because you're getting Cannot Be Frozen, which is very solid and very helpful in that early stages. Remember, once again, but let's say that let's say that you can't get it from that. Maybe you get it from Death's Guard, right? Like literally, there's so many small ways to get it. You get it there. You get it from Trang Owls. This is a fantastic belt. 66 to life, Cannot Be Frozen. That's super great for a character like this that needs Cannot Be Frozen if you can't get it in another way. If you can, String of Ears is nice. Gold Wrap is nice. Nosferatu's get you a little IAS, right? All of those are nice. Big Life Belt is great. You can just shop something like that. Sarakin's Chance, get some attributes and all res. That's a decent little thing right there. Mahim Oak, little bonus to attack rating. Some resistances. High Lords wouldn't be terrible with the plus to skills. 35 light res. 20 IAS on that, right? There's a lot of things along those lines. And then for rings, if you can't get a plus to skill ring, you can just look for like attack rating, dexterity, resistance rings, things like this. This isn't a GG amazing ring. You probably charge this eventually, but it's something that you can use that can be great and help you along through the pieces, right? Ancient's Pledge is a fantastic early shield. But if you don't have Cannot Be Frozen and you're starting Nightmare, get yourself a Rhyme Shield from the Nightmare Countess. Go get that Shale Rune there, and you can get Cannot Be Frozen, and you can wear this around until you can put on something else. This is the easiest, best way to get Cannot Be Frozen on a character if you can't get it in any other way when you're like solo self-found or whatever. And we also talked about the other shield, Storm Shield and all that stuff. For other stuff, I would say Lorehelm isn't bad. If you just want to really jam some resistances, just like shove them into a big old helm, or you could put them into like Irathas or something. That would be nice. Rockstopper is decent as well. So you just want to get some stuff with resistances and survivability, because remember, you're going to be up close fighting a lot of these guys. So getting some of that stuff is going to be super helpful for your character. Laying of Hands, of course, we like the most there, but additionally, Blood Fist work okay, Sanders work okay, some random gloves that you shop with resistances work okay, right? All of those things are going to be decent. In terms of boots, you're really going to be looking at the kick damage, so that's going to be very important. You can see 39 to 80, and I have to take the boots over to here to really see it. But 8 to 16, whatever it is. He's going to make me put them on. Where's my kick damage? Why won't they show kick damage? Weird. The sets don't show it? Oh, doesn't show on set items. How neat is that? Bug. Hopefully it's fixed. But regardless, okay, let's just take a look, right? So you can see, like, Inferno Strides actually have really solid kick damage. And something that's really important to note for this character is when you go from normal boots to exceptional boots to elite boots, you're going to get bigger kick damage, like big increases. So finding yourself a pair of boots in the next set of items is actually a really nice thing to do. And a lot of times if you're playing through the game, you don't even need to, you can just like come over here and just shop for them, right? You can just go and like go to Jeed or go wherever and just look and say, okay, those are heavy boots, but you can like gamble some boots and just try to get some exceptional boots or something so that you can get into that next range of boots. And that can kind of get you to a higher level of damage. It'll really bring up your kick damage a lot. So no boots are showing up for me to gamble. Hey, there you go. Demon hides. Perfect. So that's a great example, right? If I'm using some normal boots, even if they're, you know, like a heavy strength requirement normal boot, getting these would be perfect because now I get 26 to 46 kick damage. It's really going to boost it up and help it overall. So highly recommended. You can also up rare boots. It's a very good point, but highly recommended to really be pushing that to the next stage of it because that'll help your character a lot. And that kind of covers the gear for this character and how you want to kind of play through with budget gear and as you move into, you know, higher levels of gear. In terms of your Mercenary, I like my Mercenary having Infinity, Fortitude, and Andes. This is because we're going to still be laying down traps, right? Death sentries and lightning sentries and stuff. So I want to have these down. If I can't get that, putting a Treachery on a Mercenary is another fantastic thing. Shaft Stop or G-Bane or, you know, there's some other armors that are okay for them for sure. You could even get them like a smoke armor, whatever. For helmets, Crown of Thieves, Talrashas, Vamp Gaze, just good lifesteal, DR, whatever helmets there. You get massive resistances from Akira's. That could be nice. Cannot be frozen for them. Or for yourself if you still don't have Cannot be frozen at level 77 somehow. And then weapons. Insight is nice. Obedience is nice. These are both cheap. Honor is nice. Reaper's Toll, Bone Hew, Tomb Reaver. A little bit of good damage on these all. So really you can kind of look around and just feel them out. See how they play and see how they work for your character. But overall, that is the Rifson right there. She has a lot of fun. I have a great time playing through the game with her. And like I say, she takes a little bit of gear to really get going. So that's usually going to be like the biggest issue is it just takes a second. But, oh, I don't have Rift on. I was like, where's my frozen orbs? It takes a little bit, but you can have a lot of fun. And you know, it's a silly build a little bit, right? It's a silly build, but it's not bad. It works. And, yeah. It's not a bad build overall. So, like I say, if you've kind of played through a lot of the other builds, or if you want to start with something fun because you've played all the other stuff before, not the fastest build in the game, but you will have a good time. And it does kind of change it up for you a little bit. Anyways, would love to hear you guys' thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace, YouTube.